Executives and scouts will always say the hardest part of projecting a player is wondering what will he do after he makes a lot of money. And I think the answer with Calvin Johnson came from what did his parents do after their son made a lot of money? And they kept working. You know, his dad was working on the railroad, his mom was working in a school district. They kept working because that's how the family was.
The year was 2007. Got a call from the Detroit Lions. A couple of things they told me to expect was that this is a blue-collar city. Fans are going to want to see you work. That mentality, that grind, that's how I was raised around, you know, going to get it every day, day in, day out.
Calvin Johnson was a Hall of Fame talent, and he had the work ethic of an undrafted player. Very early on, we were doing conditioning drills. The majority of the better players stayed in the middle of the field. Calvin, from the first day, went all the way to the far side of the field. And I remember thinking to myself, why is he going to the far side of the field? And he would win every rep by 10 yards. And day after day was watching him run that way, and I was like, he's over there because he's not racing against anybody but himself.
Play hard, but time to smash.
He came in at the peak of these diva receivers. I mean, you had Terrell Owens, you had Chad Ochocinco.
They want the ball, they this, they're high maintenance and stuff like that. Total opposite.
I don't know why they got me mic'd up today. I'm the quietest guy on the team.
I compare him to Randy Moss. He's a thicker version, just a bigger, stronger guy. Could he easily probably play tight end.
Calvin can play the slot. He can make you miss in a short space and get on top of you fast. You can put him on the outside, and he can run goes, and he can run all comebacks and all kinds of different things. And he also could go across the middle. Great body control. You just didn't see that many characteristics in a kid that big.
With a vertical leap of 45 inches, some catches were like falling off a ladder with nothing to break his fall.
I believe it was the third game of the year at Philly. But Kelvin goes up, contorts his body. Somehow, he catches the ball, and I swear his body was practically parallel with the field. And here's a 6'5", 235-pound man who's that high off the ground, comes down, his back right on the field. It hit me that he has these remarkable God-given gifts. He's gonna put his body in places that no one else can or ever has. But with that is gonna be a price to pay.
Thought all was going to be done when I had that happen.
He can't even take his mouthpiece out.
Couldn't feel my legs, and I started to tear up. I was like, man, it can't happen like this. And I remember Sean J. He was like, in the Sean J way, he came over there and was like, you're gonna get up and walk off this field.
Calvin Johnson was sidelined for one game. The Lions finished the 2007 season losing 7 of their final 8. The 2008 season was somehow even worse.
A lot happened. Oh, man, what didn't happen that season? Oh, we didn't win.
Dan Orlovsky's got the football. Rolling right, he ran out of bounds. He ran out of the end zone. It's a safety.
We get split in a double team. Jared Allen runs after me. I have absolutely no idea where I am on the field, and I run out of bounds, like significantly out of bounds. And Roy and Calvin came up to me, and they both started laughing. You are an idiot. And that helped me kind of like move on a little bit. The funny thing is, the very next week, we're in the very same situation. We begged our coaches, can we just call a deep ball to Calvin?
Orlovsky to throw. Looking deep right side. Got Calvin out there. Hits him in stride. Not going to catch him. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. 96 yards.
The Lions played 5 quarterbacks who combined to throw only 14 touchdowns to wide receivers. Johnson caught 12 of them.
He's still bald. Like, what do you have to play for? I think with him, it's pride. When y'all look back on this season, y'all gonna say, yeah, they might not have been a good team, but that damn Calvin Johnson, he played hard every single game.
He was doing everything he could for our team. I say, well, it's not enough. If we're down by 3 touchdowns, you got to score 4. And I know it's a deal because we got 10 other guys that need to hold up their end of the bargain. But guess what, man? To whom much is given, much is required.
By record, they are the worst team in league history. 0-16.
The Lions would pick first in the draft, and a franchise quarterback was on his way. Coming up.
Stafford with plenty of time. Got Calvin out there at the goal line. Touchdown, Detroit Lions!
Make sure you just hold on for the ride with that big foot.
It came after he invited us to the Pro Bowl, where he basically said, I'm paying for everything in Hawaii. Calvin, myself, and the wide receivers, we got these little scooters. We get to the top of this mountaintop, and it's just like a scene from a movie. We're all just like, man, life is crazy. Like, thanks, CJ, man, it's love, you know? CJ's like, it's all good, you know? So we gotta head back down this windy road, single lanes, one up, one down. And mind you, we're grown men, but we're basically kids. So we're trying to like race each other, take the lead. CJ is taking the lead, we're like, yo, C, like slow down, bro, these corners is tight and they're blind. Well, as he's going down, the car that's coming up is a little wide. So I gotta like show you that. So CJ's like this. He's riding the scooter, right? Say this sedan is coming like this. CJ sees the sedan. He puts his feet on the ground like a Fred Flintstone in the vehicle. Takes like 4 steps and tosses the scooter into the grass outside of the road and just like runs and stops. And we're all sitting back like, what's that? Like it was the craziest like feat of strength and awareness and quick thinking we've ever seen. Like we all just stopped. And CJ's a goofball, so he's like, that was crazy.
Calvin Johnson came to Earth from planet Cybertron, hunting for the Allspark.
In 07, when the new Transformers movie came out, Roy Williams started calling me Megatron.
What are you talking about, Megatron? That's Megatron. He gonna show up to play today, 81.
At first, I was tripping because I was thinking Megatron was Optimus Prime. I got it all backwards or whatever. Shame on me. When I came to grasp, well, okay, damn, he's the bad guy. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, okay, that works. I could be the bad guy to the defense all day.
What's that? In 2009, Megatron found his star screen when the Lions drafted Matthew Stafford.
Stafford got a man. It's Calvin.
The only thing I didn't like, man, about Matthew, bro, is that he always stood over there with his hands like this in practice, like grasping, like just clasp. And it's like, I'm like, dude, like, relax, man. That's why you're doing that dang football so hard. I'm like, that's why my fingers looked all jacked up.
He'll have some broken blood vessels on his hands before too long, and he's got a big arm. And the hardest thing for a young quarterback to learn is not to think that you've got this big cannon.
You know, sometimes when the game speeds up around you at the quarterback position, you feel like you really need to make sure our guy catches it or nobody does. I hope I took it, somewhat easy on some of his fingers.
I think instantly there was a bond there because both of us got a good sense of humor, and obviously the Georgia Tech rivalry, already hate each other. Just walk by on the hill with Georgia.
You're any good, you'd score, but.
He's a Georgia Tech guy, so he's a little bit of a nerd.
At the goal line, Stafford mastered inside slants that used Johnson's giant frame, and no corner could outjump Johnson on fades. So defenses threw more and more bodies at him.
Now we've got a severe double team on. Looked like a gunner on a punt return. No matter how great the receiver is, I have never seen that.
At times, only rulebook technicalities could keep Johnson from scoring.
Once Calvin in the end zone, goes up, got it, and the Lions take the lead with 24 seconds left. They're saying incomplete.
Oh, man, don't piss me off, man.
When he came down, the football touched the ground. The rule is you have to hang on through the fall.
No catch? Yeah, he caught that. I'm not gonna say nothing, no, I'm not gonna say nothing.
Not holding his tongue was Cowboys defensive coordinator Rob Ryan.
Pretty sure Calvin Johnson's already heard this one. Rob Ryan calling him a great receiver on Friday. One that is almost as good as Miles Austin and Des Bryant.
Rob Ryan was talking mad cash And I get, like, you say Dez is really good. Yeah, he's good. I knew he wasn't me. Miles Austin, like, come on, man. Like, he was good. He was all right, but he wasn't me. Like, but they just didn't know. You know, they're just naive. You know, he just didn't know, but he learned. he learned.
Just on a normal day, when CJ's smiling and he's just out there having a good time, he's close to unstoppable. But when he sees red, I don't care if you put some high top cleats on Jesus, Calvin gonna route him up.
Calvin went up between 3 Cowboys and hauled it in.
And he just made a Megatron play.
I think they only rushed 3 on the play, so I had all day back there and kind of peek over to Calvin. He kind of went like this with his hand, and I'm not going to say no to the big fella. He went up there and did the rest over 3 guys, was pretty incredible.
He just throws it up. Randy Moss is the only other guy that I can think of that you would even attempt something like that.
With under 2 minutes remaining, the Lions had the ball on the Cowboys' 2-yard line, trailing by 3.
And Matthew throws the fade to Calvin, and he goes up almost out of the stadium, and again, he comes down right on his back. That reminded me of the game in Philly. He paid the price for it.
I was actually concussed when I hit that ground because I came down. Terrence Newman brought me down kind of my upper back and head, so I wasn't even seeing straight when I got up, but somehow I hung onto the ball.
Calvin Johnson hauls it in, and this game is over.
I'm glad that the third best receiver on their team is on our team.
Feel it? Fun out here. We feel it? Looking forward to it. Feels great.
For the first time in his career, Calvin Johnson was in the playoffs.
Going from 0-16 to the playoffs, I feel like I had like energy for days. I was gonna go out here and just run through these fools.
You know, we lost, but man, he killed that playoff game. They couldn't stop him.
Johnson caught 12 passes for 211 yards and 2 touchdowns. That offseason, EA Sports held a voting contest to determine the next cover athlete for Madden. Megatron's mother transformed into his campaign manager.
She sent emails to the whole family, every person, you know, all the way out to the 5th cousin, you know, vote for CJ, vote for Calvin, man. I was like, Mom, like, chill out. But she is our biggest fan.
When the campaign was victorious, he brought his parents to New York to share the unveiling spotlight. They met Barry Sanders for the first time.
Oh, yeah, you got to get more than one. You got to get more than one. Yeah, you got to get more.
And Johnson had a Times Square photo shoot with the help of a college quarterback hoping to go in the middle rounds of that weekend's NFL draft.
Looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to see how it goes, man.
For me, the best part about being on the cover of Madden was having a great season afterwards.
Unaffected by the Madden curse, Johnson began 2012 on pace to break Jerry Rice's single-season receiving record, 1,848 yards.
You gotta eat it, you gotta live it. Every conversation you have has gotta be, I want that record. When you think about something, it's gotta be that record.
It is, oh, Calvin, you did.
Y'all see the trajectory of that ball, though. I see that come out like 10 feet high the whole time.
In Week 16, the Lions hosted his hometown Falcons.
Sean Jay was like, yeah, big fella, this the game. I think I needed like 2 bills to do it.
And I get kind of emotional thinking about it because I think about the work this kid put in. Everybody look at Detroit, that's where you go to die as a player.
Megatron into the history books, breaking Jerry Rice's all-time record.
Man, nah, I tried to say, man, love you, man. He was like, get back out there. I was like, damn, like, can't he have a moment? Like,
I said, the game's still going on. You better get back out there. That's pretty much what sort of pushed him off and told him go back.
Is this the proudest you've ever been of your son?
it's a continuation. I mean, it's.
Coming up.
At one point, I started calling him Scooter because his ankles, there was no flexion.